let me throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what do you think? Or all of you, what do you think? But I'm willing to do this. I just don't know if it'll work. Do you think Spanish would come in for the final under oath?
Well, I will tell you that I have spoken with him.
Recently.
You are the most holdout mother effer I've ever met, ever.
Yeah, he's the worst.
That's not true.
Not the worst, but
Not
you are
the
a
worst.
holdout. You are definitely
Not
a holdout.
the worst.
You knew that there was chocolate milk on that board for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And I did not know that.
Joe never offers up the information. You have to like really dig for
You
it.
have to pry it out of his hand.
Listen, I'm not throwing my friend Max under the bus.
You
I
did.
That's how it
understand.
is.
I understand.
You already did.
That's over. He did that.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Here's
you
the
made
thing.
me do it.
Spanish is not fired from this radio station. He no longer works on this show. We had an uncomfortable ending to his time on the show. I have no bad feelings towards Spanish. I don't hate him. I don't wish that he doesn't get any work. None of those things. So now that some time has passed, I have questions. Don't you have questions?
Sure, but are we going to get answers?
I don't know. Well, Joe, what have you learned? What do you know?
Well,
when was the last time you spoke with him?
It
And
was-
you haven't spoken to him, Carmen?
Nope.
Since he left.
Have not heard a word.
You two were best friends ever?
Yep. Apparently not, but
Interesting. All right. Well, what do we know, Joe?
Well, I spoke to him yesterday because that was the first time. And
If I talked to him yesterday, I'd walk in and go, guess who I talked to yesterday?
Yeah.
okay,
You walked in here looking all miserable and sad.
that's
You know, it's
because
a
I
funny-
am miserable and sad.
You know what's a funny thing is I was going to ask Joe one of the commercial breaks whether he had talked to Spanish when the last time, but I was like, if he talked to him, he would have brought it up on air.
Yeah.
I'm
Guess
bringing
not.
it up now.
No, you're not.
oh,
Okay.
we had to bring it up.
All right, so you don't want to hear?
No, we do.
All right, then give me a break.
All right.
Jesus. I talked to him yesterday.
Who called who?
I called him because I have mail of his at my house.
All right.
And I believe it to be mail that is somewhat important. So I called him up. I said, hey, how you doing? He said, good.
He answered.
Yeah, he answered. He was totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, that I asked him how he's doing. He said his job was going very well. And, he said that he did miss us a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I think that Gio and I have also talked about the fact that we also miss you also a little bit
Mm-hmm.
I got to bring me into it.
because you're a scumbag. and that was pretty much it. We just talked about his, how his job was going and
What's
things
he
like
doing?
that. He is.
Or is it a secret? I don't know.
No. He's doing a sales job and he's doing pretty good at it. So he's happy.
Carmen.
The one that you told me about,
Yeah.
Joe.
Mhm.
Oh, he's still there.
Yes, that's the
Carmen.
Okay.
Would you
Yes.
feel comfortable calling him right now and seeing if he'll go on the air?
I don't think he would. I don't. Well, I don't.
Well, what do you know?
No, I don't think he would be able to because
He's at work.
If he's at work, he would not be able to pick up. But you can give him a try because I think that his schedule fluctuates.
Do you think he still listens to the show?
He said that sometimes he does because we still make him laugh, and he doesn't hold any animosity. He's not upset.
Well, if he
thinks
has
that-
no animosity and I have no animosity.
No, well, he thinks you do though.
Well, I'm angry with him, but not
Yeah.
angry to where I hate him or anything
Yeah,
like that. And we
and-
spend a lot of time together.
And interestingly enough, I will come forward with this information.
Oh.
What a hero.
You know what? I'm not coming.
No, come on, Gio,
that's
shut
it.
up.
Gio ruined it.
Sorry.
Come
No,
on.
that's it. You stink.
Come on, you come forward.
I told him that Mike actually mentioned him coming in at the end of the year,
Oh,
doing Gio's job now. I'm helping you produce the show.
right.
And he said, I told him that you thought about having him come in for end of the year final under oath.
Right. And what? You told him that already.
I did. Yeah.
What did he say?
And he said, well, I don't know. I think, I might consider it. I don't know. But he's undecided.
Carmen, call him up.
Okay.
Do you feel comfortable? If not, I'll just call him.
Being somebody that's been kicked off a show, I know I would have nothing to do with that show after I was kicked off.
We didn't
Well-
kick him off the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
left
means
the
what you're
show.
doing.
Yeah, but like leaving a show, it's always awkward. For at least for me, I've left
I
many shows.
would love to go back on a show that I was fired from and just spew everything.
I was removed from a show, and I was offered to come back on that show, and I said no.
Really?
Yes.
Nobody's ever kicked me off a show.
Yeah.
Too good.
You were offered to come back on for a segment or for
No, when I got moved off of Drew's show, they're like, "Oh, do you want to still come in like Friday and just do like one last show?" I said no.
Oh, that's different. That's
Yeah.
different.
I've only ever worked on one show.
And then I couldn't listen to that show for a long time just because,
Do you listen now?
because you were butthurt.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't butthurt. It just, I just didn't want to listen to it.
Okay.
I want to say something, but I don't want this to start trouble. Carmen, are you calling?
I did. It rang through to voicemail, so
Okay.
I'm
All right, that's fine.
imagining he's at his job.
I want to say something, but I don't want this to come across as a negative. I saw somebody on TV that Drew reminded me of, and I thought, oh, this guy reminds me of somebody. Who is it? And I go, oh, it's Drew. And then I don't know if this is an insult or not, so I don't know if I should say it. I mean, maybe if you guys coach me
Oprah?
on a little bit. Not Oprah. No.
Is it someone in the area?
No, it's a
As well?
movie. I watched a movie. I watched 16 Candles.
Okay.
You remind me of Ducky.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
right? That's not an insult, right? Okay, I didn't want it to come across that way. He just reminded me of somebody from that era.
I don't know, but like whenever we talk about casting movies, whatever, he's totally Mark Duplass. Do you know who he is?
I do.
You do. You've seen him a million times.
He's the guy that pretended to be in love with Melissa McCarthy in that one movie when she was fat.
Well, she was fat in every movie. I don't know what you're talking about. Like
No, there was one movie where, what's his name? Mark the what?
Duplass or Duplass. Duplass. Him and his brother.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah.
It was a movie. It was one of the movies I think where she's with her mother, and the mother is Tim Robbins' wife. What's her name?
Susan
Sarandon. And she meets Mark
I know what you're talking about.
and
Where she robs the fast food place. Yeah.
And he pretends that he's interested in her.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he probably in the movie character was
Right.
What are the chances? Yeah, I'm not saying he looks like Ducky. I pictured Drew as very representative of that 80s time to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I get out of that.
All right.
Like when I hear "Don't you forget about me," like that reminds me of Drew as well. That's it.
All right.
So Spanish didn't answer the phone.
No, but he's probably at work.
Yeah.
I wonder if the people would even want him on the show. If they would want
And
to talk.
listen, after talking to him, he seemed very. I felt like he had.
His stuff together.
Yeah, and I felt like he kind of like let it pass, and I feel like he has forgiveness in his heart. Maybe it's a Christmas.
Who's he forgiving?
I think that he was upset, and I think that maybe he's forgiving himself. Mike.
Oh, okay. I
So,
like that. I appreciate that.
I've talked to him a couple times.
Yeah.
You have.
Oh,
Just not.
scumbag holding
How
out.
come you're not saying anything,
Yeah.
I've said many times on the show that I've texted him a couple
Lies.
times.
Yeah, he did. Gio said that he texted him before the hurricane.
Yeah,
Can't we just call Gio a scumbag?
Well, yeah,
I mean,
go along with it.
Burger guy is definitely a scumbag.
All right,
but
thank you.
Still,
Carmen.
I accept your apologies.
No.
Yeah, no, we've texted back and forth a couple times.
Right.
Yeah, nothing.
have you always initiated it?
I think so. Yeah.
He's only called me that one time that was 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. Other than that, we haven't talked at all.
I got nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Same.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Interesting.
And
I'm surprised about Carmen out of everybody.
I don't expect anything.
Yeah. I don't expect him to reach out to you.
No.
But Carmen, I would expect him to. Gio, I don't expect you to reach out to him, but yeah, you did.
I mean, he didn't do anything to me.
No, I don't.
Right.
I just don't. Yeah, I just think that that's a nice gesture on your part. You don't necessarily seem like a nice guy.
I reached out to him right before the storm.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, everything good? And he
I
said,
remember
fine. Then,
Gio was very concerned and very not Gio like whenever the first time when he lost his shoes and all that stuff was going on.
oh yeah, that made me really nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you knew something was wrong.
Yeah, I didn't
You were
want to.
genuinely concerned.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I know.
The other two or three times that, but I was. I
Right.
think I was genuinely concerned. I don't want
The
anything,
other 3 times.
I don't want anything bad to happen in Spanish.
No, I don't think anybody does.
No.
No.
I did for a little while after the third one.